So the New England Patriots made a big move this afternoon, releasing defensive tackle Dominique Easley from his contract. Dominique Easley was a New England Patriots 2014 first-round selection, and he was supposed to be one of those guys, right next to Chandler Jones at the time, to really turn that, defensive line around, get a little bit much more younger. I know Vince Wilfork was just at the end of his run in New England. He would later go on to go to the Houston Texans. So the New England Patriots are in a whole new, going in a different direction at the defensive line. Dominique Easley, Chandler Jones was a part of that, and they actually kind of struck gold at the early times of this, of this move. But as it goes down the line, no Vince Wilfork, no Chandler Jones, Dominique Easley's not there anymore. They are now going down a completely different road. 3 of those guys are now out, and now we have a whole new look at the defensive line position for the New England Patriots, which now has, Chris Long, we got Alan Branch, Malcolm Brown, who out of Texas. I think he was drafted last year. But this is a really, exciting move for Dominique Easley. But, throughout, his NFL career, knee injuries have been popping up for him, which has come over from his time at Florida. He actually finished his senior year on injured reserve. His last 2 years in the NFL, he has finished the season off on injured reserve. Even in the Super Bowl year when they defeated the Seattle Seahawks, he didn't even play in the Super Bowl because of injury, because he was on the injured reserve list. But it's just nothing has been going Dominique Easley's way. But there could be potential interest for Easley out there on the free agent market, naming the New England not naming the New England Patriots. The Green Bay Packers could be a potential suitor for him, as they just lost BJ Raji. Maybe if they want to bring Easley in as a backup, maybe that could be a potential fit for them. The Seattle Seahawks could be a potential fit if they want to get younger at the defensive tackle position. I know they just lost Brandon Mebane to the San Diego Chargers. Maybe that could be a fit for Easley there in Seattle. I know Seattle's also taken a numerous amount of hits on their defensive side of the ball, losing Bruce Irvin as well. So trying to get some more players, back to New England or back to Seattle. No, I don't keep on saying New England, but trying to get some players back to Seattle on their defensive side of the ball and just try to recalibrate that defense, get some push and shove, get some guys up on that defensive line that can really make a huge impact, put pressure on opposing quarterbacks, running backs, and I think that Dominique Easley, if he's 100% healthy, could have a potential, could be a potential suitor there for in the Seattle Seahawks. Another team that could be like a dark horse team could potentially end up being the Jacksonville Jaguars. I know they moved on from a couple of defensive linemen throughout the NFL offseason, so maybe those 3 teams could be potential suitors for Easley. I think out of the 3 teams, if that was had to choose, I would think either Green Bay could be a potential suitor because they really need to fill in that gap with BJ Raji not being there anymore. There's not a suitable backup for them right now. But like I said, Dominique Easley does come with some baggage, comes with that injury baggage. Does the Green Bay Packers want to make him an immediate starter if he's 100% healthy? I wouldn't really trust his knees right now. I'd just be very cautious with him when he comes into the organization. So taking a flyer on Dominique Easley would not be a bad option. So I think the Green Bay Packers could likely be a good suitor for Easley in the immediate future.